Alright YouTube, we're back of course with some Bethesda content. It's been a long time. We're kind of going back to our roots here. I can't even remember the last time we did something in regards to Bethesda on this channel. So what we have today is the Oblivion Remaster has now been more or less confirmed. Of course, as it stands right now, Bethesda themselves have not confirmed it, but we did have some pretty damning images leaked from the Virtuos Games website. Now admittedly, I haven't really followed the entire story here of the Oblivion Remake / Remaster for the last couple of years, because I think this first came out in 2023, summer 2023. There's a leaked court document, I believe, from whenever Xbox acquired Bethesda, and that's kind of how we learned about the potential of this Oblivion Remake or Remaster. And I believe it's been reported for a while that Virtuos was going to be the ones making the Oblivion Remake / Remaster. I keep saying that because I believe they weren't sure what they wanted to do, if they were wanting to go the route of remaking the game entirely or remastering the game. And based on what we have now, these leaked images, it is confirmed to be a remaster. Now, this by itself is long overdue, given how old something like Elder Scrolls Oblivion is, and how much love they've given to something like the Elder Scrolls Skyrim, which has seen every possible fucking port and remaster and remake that you can possibly give it. And I mean, we get it. It is Skyrim. We understand why it gets so much attention. But, Bethesda's older catalog pre-Skyrim was still very good. Morrowind, Oblivion, Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas. Those are all games that deserve as much love as something like Skyrim gets. And it seems like now, finally, after I don't know how many fucking years, they're finally starting to do something with their older catalog. And I'm absolutely happy for the Oblivion fans out there. I do like Oblivion. I've just not played it as much as something like Skyrim or Fallout 3 or Fallout New Vegas. I've played it a bit. I do own a copy of it, the Xbox version of it where you can play it on 360 or Xbox One. I played that a good amount. I played it back in the day when my friend had a 360 and I didn't at the time. And according to Jeff Grubb, as of yesterday with the Giant Bomb podcast that he does, the Oblivion Remaster will be Shadowdropped next week. And I believe also NateTheHate has said something along the lines of April 21st. And actually, Nate's the only reason I even know about the Oblivion situation at all, just because of us looking at his Twitter feed for other stuff that we talk about on the channel. I've seen people asking him about the Oblivion remake or remaster and him giving small updates and stuff like that. And I did know based on looking at his replies on Twitter that we're supposed to be getting this Oblivion remake / remaster here very, very soon. And it seems like that might be happening. And apparently they're updating other aspects of Oblivion besides just the visuals. Blocking inspired by Souls-like games, sneak icons now highlighted, stamina system modified, HUD changed, hit reactions added, archery overhauled. Now, while all of this is very, very exciting, what I'm really here for is the Fallout 3 remaster or remake, whatever that might end up being, which was actually a part of the leaked core document that I referenced earlier in the video. Now, the dates within this document don't necessarily matter too much because they didn't really come to fruition, right? Starfield's release window of fiscal year 2021, stuff like that. And obviously the Oblivion Remaster is a lot earlier than what it's actually happening now. But you can see on this list, we do have the Oblivion Remaster and then also the Fallout 3 Remaster. And again, that information goes back to even before, Microsoft acquired ZeniMax Media, right? There's something that ZeniMax was already working on before they were bought by Microsoft. And finally, after all these years, we're starting to see some sort of a payoff to Oblivion Remaster being on that list, right? It's taken a while, but we're finally here. Which only means that the Fallout 3 Remaster is inevitable as well. It's just a matter of when that's going to happen. And according to our boy NateTheHate, it might be a bit before we actually see it. So this person actually asked him today, have you heard anything new in regards to Fallout 3 Remastered? It's listed in the leaked Bethesda documents back in Microsoft and FTC were fighting, so is it still happening? If so, any idea when it could be announced or released? To which he simply replies, it'll be a while before we see it. So more than likely, we're probably some years away from the Fallout 3 Remaster, but I'm still excited. The fact that it's finally going to happen, I've done so many videos on this channel over the years. They go back, 4, 7, 8 years, maybe even more than that sometimes, talking about the potential of a Fallout 3 Remaster, New Vegas Remaster, things like that. And it's taken so goddamn long, dude. But at least we're kind of on the cusp of it finally happening. And I'm super down whenever it's, right, or there's something interesting to talk about in regards to Bethesda, to make videos on it on the channel occasionally. It's the roots of the channel in a lot of ways. I am still a Bethesda fan at heart. I don't play modern Bethesda games really at all, except for something I guess like Elder Scrolls Online, if you want to consider that a kind of newer Bethesda game, even though it's an older game, but it does still get content updates and things like that. I just still do dabble in the MMO Elder Scrolls game. And they kind of go back to, Skyrim and other games occasionally, but, in terms of modern Bethesda, I don't play fucking anything, dude. But if we're starting to move into the era of them doing remakes and remasters of older games, I'm super down to make content on it, man. And eventually, once we start getting something for, Fallout 5 and Elder Scrolls 6, I want to do videos on that shit too, man, because I'm very much looking forward to those games. But for now, that's where we're going to start to wrap the video up. The Oblivion Remaster is 99.99% confirmed. We just need Bethesda to be like, yo, here it is. Here's a trailer, right? That's all we need right now. And eventually that means we're going to get us a Fallout 3 Remaster. It's just a matter of when that will be. Anyways, that is the video. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Search numbers in the description below. Follow me on Twitter, @SableYT. That's it. Bye.
Used to care what people thought, but now I care more, and nobody out here's got it figured out. So therefore, I've lost all hope of a happy ending, depending on whether or not it's worth it. So insecure, no one's perfect. We spend it with no shame. We blow that like Coltrane. We in here like low gain or leave it like Cobain.